Hello buddy, welcome to the best gaming channel that gives you the best gaming update in the industry. Today we'll be talking about the top 10 insane upcoming horror games. It's going to be an interesting topic. Do stay with me till the end of the video to learn more about it. Are you a fan of horror video games? Then this video is really for you. Well, we are together, as horror is one of my most beloved genres of games. I love it. Having interesting and challenging horror video games is the best. I had to come up with a video and list of insane upcoming horror games to satisfy our want. Let's get started. 12. Scorn. Scorn is shaping up to be a disturbing horror experience unlike any other. Scorn is a survival horror game created by H.R. Geiger and Zdzislaw Beksiński that takes place in a throbbing bioarchitecture setting. Scorn is a must-play for individuals drawn to bizarre gaming worlds because of its stunning graphics, distinctive environments, weaponry, and enemies, including deformed, nightmare-inducing foes. On October 21st, 2022, Scorn will be made available across all platforms, including Steam, Xbox, and Epic Games. 11. Dead Space Remake. Since the release of the third game in the Dead Space series in 2013, the series has been on indefinite pause. The original Dead Space, released in 2008, has continued to send shockwaves through the genre of sci-fi horror games despite being released over a decade ago. The news that a complete reproduction of the original Dead Space will be launched in late January 2023 pleased and shocked fans of the game. Players may expect a bloody, graphically upgraded treat with this one, as the makers want to improve the original game's gameplay, audio, and visuals. 10. Layers of Fears. Following its predecessors, Layers of Fear and Layers of Fear 2, Layers of Fears describes itself as a psychedelic horror chronicle. The teaser for Layers of Fears, which was created in Unreal Engine 5, features a highly unnerving scene that pays fascinating homage to the first Layers of Fear. In the game, a painter is depicted as someone who would do anything to complete their finest piece of artwork. This new installment of the franchise is being referred to by the studio as a psychedelic saga that spans several generations. The previous game's heady, horrifying heights have never been surpassed, but even so, this seems like a lovely return to the eerie, paint-filled hallways of the first game. Enhanced graphics will be used in the Layers of Fear game remake due to the use of Unreal Engine 5. Ray tracing, the HDR effect, and 4K resolution are all mentioned in the Steam description of Layers of Fears. It also focuses on how a new lighting setup will strengthen the game's already gloomy and graphically intense look. Although no exact release date has been revealed, Layers of Fears will be released in early 2023. 9. Ill. Revealed at the Future Games show this year, Ill is an ultra-gory survival horror with its bloodshot eyes focused on pure dismemberment. The monsters here are mutant, tentacled creations, and their only goal is to leave you with a collection of twisted flesh such that you aren't even sure what killed you. Even more unsettling is the fact that you won't have much ammunition, so you'll need to learn when to engage in combat and when to simply go in the opposite direction. The tactics of this game makes it so exceptional. Team Clout really did a great job in its development, as it will be released soon. 8. The Outlast Trials. Red Barrels is back at it again with another gory, disturbing installment in the Outlast Trials. The team's first foray into multiplayer-focused horror will be the Outlast Trials, and judging by the teaser trailer, they've already nailed it. The deranged Murkoff Corporation will kidnap up to 4 players and torment them in various ways, both physically and mentally. The player and their friends must endure and succeed in these experiments before they start to fail in order to survive. The release date is yet to be announced. 7. The Callisto Protocol. Prepare for blood this holiday season, because the highly anticipated successor to Dead Space will be released on December 2nd, 2022. The Callisto Protocol maintains many characteristics of its predecessor, including the tight atmosphere, cutting-edge weapons, and horrifying humanoid monsters. One of the bright attractions of the very horrific Callisto Protocol is unquestionably the stunning graphics. This game went all out with its horrific deaths and bloody mayhem, so those who aren't great fans of gore will be tempted to play. 6. Paranoid. Patrick Kallman, a reclusive shut-in battling addiction and mental illness, gets a call from his sister announcing her visit. The protagonist becomes deeply terrified and suspicious after receiving this call. Why? 13 years ago, his sister vanished without a trace. A profoundly psychedelic exploration of the human brain, Paranoid features frightening visuals and startling, uncomfortable settings. The main character comes across as unpredictable and untrustworthy, blurring the distinction between what is real and what is simply delusional delusion resulting from his extended period of solitude and addiction. 5. Routine. Lunar Software keeps us waiting on this amazing game. I guess they want to make it one of the most amazing horror games ever. Well, we're used to long wait times for games after announcements, but it's been 10 years since Sci-Fi Horror Routine was originally revealed. The re-reveal trailer shows an atmospheric, abandoned lunar base of flickering lights and juddering robotic monstrosities. Everything looks pleasingly analog too, as weaponry clicks and clacks into place. Hopefully we don't have to wait another 10 years for release, but at least we know it'll arrive on day 1 through Game Pass on Xbox Series X and Xbox One. 4. Slitterhead. Calling all fans of body horror, this is the game to get excited about. Slitterhead is an action-oriented take on the concept of body horror. Grotesque creatures disguise themselves as humans, fooling those around them enough to get close and reveal their twisted, gory transformations. Slitterhead feels very much like it came from a Junji Ito manga. Players will take on these monstrous creatures, attempting to flush out these grotesque shapeshifters from life as we know it. Not much is officially known about Slitterhead, but its trailer alone has body horror fans all over the world excited about its eventual release. The release date will be announced soon. Stay updated. 3. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. After over a decade, we're inching closer to the release of the highly anticipated sequel to Stalker: Shadow of Chernobyl and Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. The exclusion zone has dramatically changed. Unpredictable mutants and deadly anomalies make day-to-day survival a grueling chore. The scope, scale, and aspirations for this follow-up from GSC Game World are undeniably impressive. After development delays due to the Russian invasion, supporters are eager to see this team return to doing what they love. Developed and published by GSC Game World to be released in 2023. 2. Alone in the Dark. Thankfully, we live in a timeline where an increasing number of publishers are willing to revisit long-dormant horror franchises. Alone in the Dark is once again headed back to the drawing board for a fresh reimagining. Penned by the cult horror writer Mikhail Hedberg of Soma and Amnesia fame, this reboot embraces a compelling Southern Gothic setting. With impressive visuals, a notable focus on combat, and strong psychological horror leanings, fans are more than ready to experience Alone in the Dark. 1. Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's an understatement to say that Capcom has been on fire with the last few installments of the Resident Evil franchise. Remakes especially have been something the developers have not failed on, with the remakes of Resident Evil 2 and 3 landing on their feet with both critical and commercial success. Resident Evil 4 has fans old and new eagerly awaiting the spring of 2023. Capcom hopes to reinvent and polish the gameplay of the original, as well as many of its iconic moments. If their success with the previous 2 remakes is anything to go off of, it's safe to say full justice will be done to the remake of Resident Evil 4. By March 24th, 2023, we will be playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. Thank you for staying with me till the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and share the video. You can leave your questions and thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when we add new videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.